Okay, wait. Before we get into this, sorry.
What
was the last thing that happened in this season 2? I mean, the episode.
Remember they were they had the bounty on the girls. She was gonna be the next Tengen. So they was like trying to save her. In like the last episode, Gojo was like holding her, and so that's kind of like where we left.
What was it? Her keeper, her housekeeper, her maid, or whatever was also a badass or something like that. Cool.
Yeah. So yeah, this is where anything. She's in the care of Gojo and Geto now.
Yes, and she's absolutely fine with being assimilated because she thinks like there's a chance that she might become Tengen or something like that as well.
Mappa is animating like they are not playing. This is so beautiful.
ですね。
サトル。本当にお疲れ。二度とごめんだ、ガキの森は。
あ。
What the fuck?
バカな。
Yeah, you want to see all this. This animation is sick.
それにしても早すぎんだろ。術式順転。出力最大。ジムからにじみ出る異質な磁力を陸眼のお前が見落とすわけがねえ。だがようやく術式頼りの守りに回ったな。
It's a shadow clone. It's a.
I'm trying to figure out this is the from this moment on his eyes was bandaged. Like what?
But no, because he still freely wears his he still has his eyes and everything. Like he takes them off all the time.
But I wonder if from this point on he just like kept the thing so he wouldn't be dependent on his ability so much. Like because he's been running his ability. Yeah, like I was weak when it was time because I was using my ability this whole time. You know what I mean?
I'm nervous for when this motherfucker gonna switch. That's what I'm sitting here the whole time.
That's like, is this the fight that changed everything? That's like I'm wondering, like
because like the only thing we've gotten so far is maybe his tiredness of the rigmarole of like swallowing these spirits. He was like, it's like wiping up. It's like tasting a rag that's wiping up urine and shit.
Yeah.
So maybe like, oh my god, let me shut up. Y'all really not about to do it?
Rico-chan.
Okay.
So I was just like,
oh,
that episode was crazy.
It was.
The misdirects and like.
I'm usually pretty good at realizing when I'm being lulled to a false sense of security. Usually. Right. But same. I think in this moment, because I was so I love Gojo, right? So when he said that they were talking about this beforehand and that they came up, that was big to me when they came up with the decision that regardless, whatever she wanted to do was going to follow through with it. And I'm like, for Gojo, for somebody who is so nonchalant, who is so whatever, it sounds like you have to dedicate your life at this point to protecting yourself.
Yeah.
So for me, I was like, bitch, not me literally getting the choice to be like, I need you to protect me for the rest of my life. I was so caught up in that thinking process that when she got shot, it was the last thing on my mind.
I was not, and then they had started playing the end credits too, and I feel like that like messed me up because they started playing the outro, and you know, so you're like, oh, they're gonna grab each other's hand. Episode is gonna go off, and then he gonna find out about Gojo next episode. So I'm thinking I'm like in the clear for anything traumatic happening because I'm counting down in the clock, like, okay, this is the end of it. Playing the outro music, so we're just gonna go into the outro, you know. I was not ready for that. They wrong for that. That's what really threw me off. Like that's what made me feel like, okay, we at the end because they had started playing the outro music. I was like, y'all wrong for that. That was craziness.
That is dirty. Yeah. Like it's horrible, and that's how you know I just witnessed some good TV because usually I should be well. I'm smiling because I was gagged.
I'm laughing because that's literally me when I was watching this. Like I was laying down watching it, and I had already got gagged when he got Gojo.
I wasn't, only because I already peeped that, and that's what I hate about anime trailers. They give so much away. I saw that whole thing play out already. Like the moment I was like, okay, he just got stabbed through the chest, but this is in the past, Gojo's alive. And I'm like, oh, okay. So that one scene where that knife was moving in slow motion, and the moment I saw it, I was like, oh, this is exactly what was just about to play out. He's about to get stabbed with her. I'm just like, I hate anime trailers.
It wasn't a gag that Gojo lost. I mean, to me
it was a gag because
it was a gag of like how light work it was. It's like Gojo ain't gonna get the technique off really all the way on Toji.
Well, we don't know the extent of his, because we know in present day he can do the red, the blue, and create the purple, whatever. That's crazy on its own. But now we only see him use kind of both of them individually or whatever, so we don't know the extent of his ability. But what we do know of his powers is still ridiculous in and of itself. Like the fact that he has this infinite thing, this barrier that nothing get through, but this man was able to through just wearing him down for a couple of days. Yeah, like that's a glaring weakness that I'm surprised I didn't think of myself.
And that's why I'm thinking that changed the way Gojo decided to use his powers. Like that has to have something to do with his blindfold, because it feels like he constantly kept it up or indulged his senses because he depended on it so much. Maybe.
I mean, he was so cocky in his abilities.
Yeah.
You know? So probably he was just putting a lot of emphasis on what he could do and keep it up as long as he could normally. But he probably was in this situation where somebody was watching him so intently to see what he would finally start at, because obviously that man was keeping his tabs on him. Fukushiro, whatever his name is. Jesus.
I don't know.
I'm
like this fight with Geto. I mean, we know, like they said, Geto got them ready to eat hands for everyone. I mean, they already showed him beat that old man down so bad.
Right. In the last
that man
episode.
saw him when he saw his dog, and he was like,
he saw his life flash. Am I seeing?
Is my life flashing before my eyes? Not you got your ass beat so quick. You didn't even realize your life was flashing.
Because he was piecing him up. Like he was like, hand-to-hand combat is not a problem, baby. But to be honest, like that's what I like, knowing or having an idea of Gojo's ability. To be honest, if he's in his prime, if he's like got his rest and all that stuff, there was just like when you start with an infinite barrier just around your body, you're not even getting into the rest of your abilities.
Right.
How can you compete? That's why I was sitting here like, there's no way he can be.
I mean, maybe that's why he got better. Like, okay, when he fought Miguel, was that the guy he fought?
Now, not Miguel. I'm thinking.
Wasn't it his name? Wasn't that nigga named Miguel in the movie?
Ooh.
The guy he fought. Pull that fight up.
In this episode?
No, in the movie.
The way he pieced him up, I feel like this Toji was responsible for that Gojo. Like he's like, I got to get my hand come back up to the level, or Geto. I don't know where they fell out, because Gojo, that was a more mature. The way Gojo beat that man ass. Because Yeah,
I always laugh at this scene when he beat his ass because he was not letting up on him at all. Was that the movie or was that the end of the season?
No, this is the movie.
It was the movie? Okay. And remember last episode, he tried to use the red and didn't do it.
I don't know why this is making me think of Soul Leveling, but oh my god, I needed to compete.
And the way Geto was beating up on them little kids. You think Toji gonna beat that Gojo up? He said, wow. Did he say wow?
Yeah, it sounded like he did. Oh my god, embarrassing. So embarrassing.
Bruh.
Ooh.
The way he beat his ass, that feel like he learned it from Geto. It feel like he learned it from Geto. Had to, because that was the way he pieced that little old man up. It was almost.
Sauce. Not prepared for that. I'm not.
So you think Toji would beat that Gojo?
I don't think so. I mean, he had to go through all of. Wait, Toji. We talking about the same person?
Toji, the guy, worm man. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
The one who just killed.
No, I don't think he would have had a shot in hell if he was in the prime. I mean, he did say to himself that he had to wear him down. Like he sent all those people to get him to the point where he could have an opening. And that just goes to show how OP he is in the prime. Like when he rested and fully. You know what I want to see? I want to see Escanor versus Gojo, and I fully believe Gojo will win. Fully. This is not.
Why do you want to see Escanor?
I want to see it because I want to see Escanor humbled.
You want to see what?
I want to see Escanor humbled in that way by Gojo. Like to the point where somebody can just literally be like, or just stand there. Because I would imagine that the heat wouldn't do shit.
Well, if he got his barrier up?
Yeah, I would imagine that wouldn't do nothing. So to see him do Cruel Sun and like give his little speech, who decided? Blah blah blah. Who decided? Blah,
I feel like you hating on Escanor. You just hating.
I love Escanor. But listen, if I'm gauging my loves,
I mean, Escanor not even on the board for me.
Really, he's not. Because listen,
let me see.
When Escanor pop up, bitch. I am. Oh my god.
We never did a husband tier list. But I feel like if I had a tier list of my anime husbands, I don't feel like Escanor. We need to do that.
Okay,
I was like,
I ain't gonna lie to you. There's something about the voice. That American actor for
the voice.
The American actor for Escanor. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna hold you. So that's good because I'm already starting to think of my anime husbands to put on there. Because Alucard, we got them niggas for Castlevania in here. We got
Castlevania gonna be at least 4 people.
That's what I'm about. It's just all them niggas. They all get a row. The Castlevania tier.
This needs to be a future episode. I'm gonna start working on mine immediately so I can just be ready whenever it happens.
Right. I mean, we supposed to be live tomorrow. So
I thought we wasn't going live until after RuCon.
I mean, I'm just saying. I say supposed to. Emphasis on supposed to. Yeah, I don't schedule lives before. But I mean, you feeling froggy.
Okay.
We can hash out these anime husbands. The way that nigga Escanor is not gonna be nowhere.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna provide screenshots too.
I mean, voice acting is like a whole nother thing. Because you should hear Toji's voice.
We're
you gotta hear Toji. Hear Toji's voice in English. Just don't listen to it.
But we're also not using these things as distractions. Like me, I've never experienced his voice. I'm not. You just told me to, but I'm sorry, I'm not about to. I'm gonna have the good version in my head because I already have had enough experiencing the English voice of people who I have no business hearing. and it has.
If you heard it, I'd be like, what was y'all smoking? Y'all was smoking crack when y'all thought that was a good voice?
Chainsaw Man English actors. No, ma'am.
Who? Dingy? I know you hate Dingy voice.
No, ma'am.
That you talking about?
Yeah,
Dingy,
keep
right?
Keep that away. I
just want to know.
I think Aki too. I don't think I like Aki's English voice either.
I'm just trying to figure out what happened to make them. What happened? Like, did this fight make them at odds? Because the fact that we're getting this backstory means it has something to do with where we are now.
I mean, it's a very pivotal point in their history alone. Like, Shungen's assimilation. Like, it obviously did not happen. So, like, where do we go from here?
What happened?
Because they gave all those kind of warnings, like he would be himself. It could mean danger for not only just the Jujutsu High, but like all of the world. He could do anything. He could be anything.
Right.
It's his own self too.
His own willpower. Because wait, where do we leave off in the current timeline? Pretty much after
the current time.
No, yeah.
The movie wasn't the current timeline. The movie was a flashback too. Wasn't it? Yeah. Wasn't it?
Yeah, when they was trying to kill
exactly. Back to when
wait.
Because that was when
now I'm like thinking, because in the movie Geto was he wanted to free his brothers and sisters, but he also was trying to kill that nigga Megumi, right?
Yeah. That's the thing. I'm still not 100% set on what Geto's motives are. Like I still don't know.
Well, if it's this, if he like, I hate your daddy and I hate you too, little nigga, like.
You talking about Geto?
Yeah. Like, I feel like if he got beef with him, if it's like, I got beef with that nigga Tony, and you are I'm fuck you too, little nigga, I kill you too.
But not you talking about not just him though. I feel like it's, I don't know. Maybe I don't have enough context. I got to go back and rewatch the first season because I haven't started reading manga, which I plan on doing. We're not going to make it through all of season 2 without reading manga. We also are not going to make it past the next season of Demon Slayer without me knowing the full story. So
exactly.
The days of us not knowing about Demon Slayer is over. At least for me.
Some things I cannot know what's going to happen.
I'm going to read the entire thing.
I'm going to need to know. I'm going to need to know. And with this, I'm kind of wondering, but I mean, if this is a pivotal moment for that, or if it's somehow related to it to some degree, I do feel like, I mean, even for my anime husband Geto, if he simply wanted to kill Megumi just because it's his daddy and he hate that nigga.
So you think it's all revolving around Megumi?
I don't think it's all revolving around him. This is a pivotal moment in their relationship, all that, and to Geto's story of like where he started to make a slippery descent into. He seems to be the good one. He had good head on his shoulder. Mm-hmm. We don't know how he got from where he is now to.
It sounds like he's the one guiding Satoru to goodness, like trying to keep him in a place where he's not getting full of himself, not leaning too much into his powers, because he seems extremely well-rounded right now. Geto sounds like he is the poster child for Jujutsu Kaisen when it comes to sorcerers. Like,
and I don't know if I'm just buying that he just, I'm just like, all these curses over the years just got to me. No. I don't know.
At first I was, but now, like, I don't know. Maybe I'll just from conversation, there has to be something a lot more deeper than this. There got to be some kind of corruption. There got to be something that happens that's so disgusting when it comes to these sorcerers specifically. Like, I feel like it might be something. Out. Honestly, I feel like it might have something to do with Gojo. This could not be, like, this might not actually be the pivotal moment. This might be like a nice little lead up, and then we get more exposition while we go. Because honestly, with the way they're setting up their characters now, I feel like it might be a situation where Gojo himself might go deep in. Like, I feel like he had a moment where he probably was venturing into some, not evil shit, but so just
a recovery from almost being killed was
like to the point
there. Yeah.
To the point where he is probably the catalyst for Geto switching sides, and in that realization decided to do that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like that could be somewhere around Gojo's arc, because I don't know. I'm just basing it.
Somehow they became at odds and also knew that not to play with the other one. Like, they knew. Like, they just knew he was like, he's gonna kill him. Like, he killing these little kids. Like, they knew. that about each other. Like
this whole episode, I'm sitting here thinking like, could Geto take Gojo? And I think the answer is still no. Like, I feel like Gojo is that top tier motherfucker, but Geto might be like 1.5, like underneath, like barely underneath.
I mean, he might have been able to hold his own right now, like when they were younger, but I think he knows Gojo in his prime as he was when we saw him whooping up on Miguel. He was like, yeah, I'm not gonna beat him. Like, he's strong in hand-to-hand combat, close-handed, like, I'm not gonna beat him.
I mean, he still gets
maybe
some respect.
then,
he still gets some respect even now. Like when he's strategizing with the other cursed spirits, they like, hey, don't fucking play around with Gojo. Like that is that nigga. So even to this day, after switching sides, there's still that respect.
I always thought that was wild because people say Toji's like one of the only people that can beat Gojo. I mean, but just seeing like Geto can hold his own, he ain't no hoe. So I'm like, damn, Gojo is strong as fuck. I mean,
in my eyes, he's the main antagonist that we know of, at least anyway. In the world of Jujutsu Kaisen, when I think of the antagonist, I immediately put Geto. Geto is the one who we need to be wary of. Geto is the one who can pull out anything at any time.
And I'm curious to know what happens to Toji from here too.
Yeah, I feel like maybe he might. I would go ahead and just randomly say he might. I don't think this is gonna be the end of Toji. Toji might get some situation where he disappears or whatever. He's gonna show up in present day.
That's not like he probably clearly he has to be showing up in present day.
Yeah, either that or they're really honing in how intense this clan can be for a gag with Maki potential. Because she's of the same Zen family. And
I just want to like read this shit now.
Oh yeah, that's what I said. I'm not gonna make it through this whole season without reading.
That's why I was like, I'm not playing this.
I'm not even gonna hide it. Like I don't know much at all right now, but I bet you in the next couple weeks I will.
It's just almost sometimes it be making me just want to be like, it's already a current season out, but if this season finished, I definitely will be reading. I don't know. I haven't decided. I might just finish this out since it's coming out anyways. Be here now. I might just watch it for the gag of it all, and then after the season ends, just go ahead.
This episode alone got me over the edge. This episode alone, I want answers.
And he was so brutal too. He like stabbed him, sliced him down, stabbed his legs. I was like, oh my god!
It was the slice down that got me. It's one thing to
slice down, and then he took it out, and then like got his legs too. I was like,
no, not even that. That's fine. That's a couple of holes in your leg, but the fact that he said, and then,
yeah,
that's too much. That's too much. You can't. This ain't Mortal Kombat. You can't do that and then just get right back to the fight.
How would he even survive that? That's what I'm
like, because obviously he does. Survive? And that's what I hate, though. I hate that we get these situations like this where I obviously know this person survived. Unless you're going to tell me Gojo died in this moment, all of a sudden present day Gojo is a clone. Unless you're going to tell me some stupid shit like that, like in my mind, I'm already like, okay, this is some delusion. This is some.
They're going to say some shit like, oh, Geto gave him his soul and that's why he went crazy. It's going to be some weird
I don't even know it's going to be that deep. I think it's just going to be some trickery. Some trick of the eyes.
I'm finna go read it right now. You're right. I'm finna go see now. I don't think I can rest tonight.
You can't wait a week?
I don't think I can rest tonight without knowing how. But no, I do want. Okay, so the next episode comes out on Thursday when we'll be on the way to Dream Fun. So I'm like, maybe Thursday night when we get in town, we can sit and watch this episode.
I'll be able to Thursday.
Well, I want to see this fight because even if I read it, this fight animated is about to be crazy.
Oh, so, yeah.
I want to see this fight. You think they're going to finish the fight or it's going to get interrupted? Or you think like Toji going to leave?
I think they're going to finish it because we're on episode 3 now. And if they're going to do like 4 or 5 episodes of this backstory, I feel like we can tie up this fight and then get like closing explanation to the past and then get back to the
I'm just wondering, like, is it going to be like a Toji just evaded the fight or didn't finish it or like left if he lost the upper hand?
Okay, so
are we going to get a full fight, like in the sense of somebody wins, somebody loses, or you think somebody's going to retreat?
So we've gotten the death of the Plasma Star Festival or whatever it's called, Plasma Star Festival, whatever.
Right.
So the simulation is off. So that means that Tengen, and let me see, because I was sitting there thinking about this the whole time last episode. Tengen is not the rock dude, right? That's in the current episode.
Tengen they showed something about it. They said the Tengen, he don't get involved with something. I don't know who put it. That's why I said I gotta go back.
Oh, okay, never mind. Ooh, why did I look this up?
Oh.
Ah, fuck.
What?
Okay, wait. Actually, I don't know. I don't know what that means. Never mind. I don't know what that means.
I want to see it now.
I don't think so. You know the dude in the battle with Hanabi that had the piercing, the old man, and the guitar? I thought that was singing this entire time.
Oh, no. I knew that. Yeah, no.
Because they was talking about how old he is and that his youth didn't come back, but he's still immortal. I was just imagining. Because he was trying to call the shots. He was trying to call the shots at the beginning. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's the one that sent all the other sorcerers after...
he's giving bleach.
Yeah.
I think it's just because he was old. You like, that's definitely him. Because he looked like, what's that nigga name on Bleach? Which I haven't started Bleach. I think I'm a binge it. Have you been watching? You haven't
started a new season?
No. I decided I want to let a couple episodes go so I can just like...
I don't blame you. Because to be honest, I could have flashed through these last 2 episodes back to back. And I probably wish I would have done the third. So I don't blame you. But it is still good.
Okay. Well, I plan on watching it when I get to Austin. Like, I'm just want to do like some anime stuff.
I do have a rant.
Hey, Yellow.
I got a rant when it comes to Itsunaya. I got a full rant.
I'll be caught up. Yeah. I'm gonna catch up next week, and I will be caught up. So I don't know. But thanks for watching this episode with me. I told my kids I'll play Mario Kart with them. It's 7, so I'm gonna go.
I got a question.